Did you know, in China there is a wall, which took several dynasties to complete? Let's look at the following review: history of the purpose of building the Great Wall of China that you need to know. The Great Wall of China, or the Great Wall of China, also known in China as the 10,000 Li Long Wall, is the longest building ever created by humans, located in China. The Great Wall of China is considered one of the 7 wonders of the world. In 1987, the building was included in the UNESCO World Heritage Site list. History of the Great Wall of China. History. The purpose of building the Great Wall of China is one of the most important parts of Chinese architectural history, namely to demarcate urban and residential areas. There are various theories as to why the Great Wall was built, including as a defensive fortress, land ownership boundary, border marker, and communication route to convey messages. Based on generally accepted written evidence, basically the majority of the Great Wall of China was constructed during the Qin Dynasty, Han Dynasty, and Ming Dynasty. However, most of the giant walls that stand today are the result of the Ming period, pre-Qin, before the Qin Dynasty period. The earliest construction of giant walls was carried out in the Spring and Autumn period, 722 BC 481 BC, and the Warring States period, 453 BC 221 BC, to resist attacks by enemies and tribes from northern China. The countries recorded as contributing to the first construction include the countries of Chu, Qi, Yan, Wei, and Zhao. In subsequent periods, the giant wall grew in length, repaired and modified. Qin Dynasty, in 220 BC under the orders of Emperor Qin Shi Huang, General Meng Tian gathered a workforce of 300,000 people to connect the previous walls as a defense line. The development, which took 9 years, was expensive and sacrificed the common people. Millions of workers became victims, causing the country to become weak. The people's hatred of forced labor sparked the anger of farmers who rebelled to overthrow the Qin dynasty. After that, construction of the giant wall was not continued. Han Dynasty, in 127 BC, when Emperor Han Wudi came to power, 140 BC 87 BC, a renovation and construction project for parts of the old wall was carried out for 20 years, increasing the overall length of the wall to 1,000 kilometers. In the first Han period, the giant wall served as a protection for the western region from the Huns who threatened the Chinese people. After the influence of the Huns weakened, construction of the wall was not continued. Starting in 39 AD, on Guang Wudi's orders, General Ma Chang restarted the Great Wall construction project. At that time, the Huns were divided into 2 parts, north and south. The northern Huns were subdued by the Han while the southern part made peace. After that, the construction of the giant wall was abandoned because China already had great military power. Ming Dynasty. During the Ming Dynasty, 1368 to 1644, after conquering the Mongols, the giant wall from the previous period was reconstructed, with a record length of 5,650 kilometers. At this time, the Great Wall of China was divided into 9 military districts equipped with defensive fortifications and gates to monitor the border areas. A road was built on it as a transportation route. The easternmost gate is called Shanhaiguan and the westernmost gate is called Jiaguan. Length of the Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China is not continuous in length, but is a collection of short walls that follow the shape of the mountains of northern China. On April 18, 2009, after accurate investigations by the government of the People's Republic of China, it was announced that the giant wall constructed during the Ming Dynasty was 8,851 kilometers long, according to historical records. After the Long Wall was built by the Ming, the term Changcheng, Big Wall or Long Wall was known. Previously this term was not found. The term for the Great Wall of China in Mandarin is Wanli Changcheng, meaning wall that is 10,000 li long. Nowadays this term is officially used. In 2009, the Survey and Mapping Agency and the Cultural Heritage Administration of the People's Republic of China conducted research to recalculate the length of the Great Wall of China. The results show that the Great Wall of China is longer than its currently known span. According to measurements, the total length of the wall reaches 8,850 kilometers. The project has also discovered parts of other walls that are 359 kilometers long, moats that are 2,232 kilometers long, as well as natural barriers such as hills and rivers that are 2,232 kilometers long. The average span of the Great Wall of China is 5,000 kilometers, generally quoted from various historical records. Materials of the Great Wall of China. The materials used to make giant walls varied according to the dynasty period. Before bricks were discovered, great walls were made of earth, stone, and wood. Because construction always requires a lot of resources, workers use available materials. When passing through mountains, mountain stones will be used. When building on flat land, walls are made from loosened soil, and if you go through the desert, the materials used are grass mixed with sand and conifer tree branches. Walls made of this material are fragile, easily penetrated and quickly destroyed. During the Qin dynasty, technology was not yet advanced, so the material used was soil or soil mixed with gravel. At that time, the fort structure had not yet been erected. Some parts of the wall consist only of mounds of large stones. During the Han Dynasty, earth and stone materials like before were still commonly used. During the Tang Dynasty, bricks were already being produced. However, because it was expensive, it was only limited to city gates and nearby walls. It was only during the Ming Dynasty that wall building technology became more advanced. However, it was not until the middle of the dynasty period that quality bricks were produced. Bricks are better than dirt or gravel because they are lighter, more load-bearing, and more effective in a short time. Stone is still used, especially for foundations, outer and inner edges of gates, because it is stronger than brick. Mixing limestone with sticky rice is effective as a cement that can glue bricks together. New discovery of the Great Wall of China. In recent years, parts of the wall have begun to be discovered in inaccessible areas of China. In 1998, a wall site was discovered near one of the silk routes between Gansu and Xinjiang provinces. The walls, which were built from yellow sandy soil and eucalyptus marginata branches, are 500 kilometers long, including sturdy defensive fortifications. This discovery increased the length of the Great Wall to 2,700 kilometers. In the deserts of the Ningxia Autonomous Region, the Hui, who moved frequently, also uncovered sections of Ming construction walls and fortifications. The discovery of inscriptions containing carved writing in various regions of China around the wall has become an important written historical source documenting the construction of the Great Wall of China. The earliest inscriptions are those of the Northern Qi dynasty, 550 to 577. Ming dynasty inscriptions are often found in Beijing and Hebei province, but are in danger of being damaged or lost due to rain, wind, erosion, and environmental damage. In the research, the GPS and infrared technology used could help detect several parts buried by sandstorms. The newly discovered sections are the result of construction during the Ming Dynasty, 1368 to 1644, stretching from the Hu Mountains in northern Liaoning province to the Jiayu Pass in western Gansu province. The project also maps sections of the wall erected during the Qin, 221 to 206 BC, and Han, 206 BC 9 AD eras.